Welcome back to Nomad Monster. Welcome. It's a little bit different. I'm doing a review on the Sony 80L television, and obviously I'm not having a television right here. What the objective is on our house with wheels, the Monster, we want the best, and I'll tell you about how my opinion on the Sony L compared to the Samsung that it replaced. But first, for the thousands of people who are enjoying our ride and coming along with us, apologies that we have not been as productive with videos as I'd like to be. I was off sick for a while, so that kind of slowed things down, but all is well, and we're raring to go. The upcoming in the spring will be a small town cross Canada tour from Vancouver Island to Newfoundland, we hope. So that's the schedule. But right now, as you can see back there, there is scaffolding, which means we have work to do. I have work to do. And we're starting with what we've done so far since coming back is to do the roof. We've taken all the solar panels off, replaced the roof, so no more leaks anymore. And looking at upgrading the solar, I have upgraded the electrical system, so the solar controllers and the whole power system is now upgraded and it's absolutely solid the way I want it. And working on the plumbing, we're doing recycling of gray water in a very healthy way, and make sure that works so that we can be on the road or in the desert or wherever for a long time and not have to worry about water. And if they upgrade solar, even in dull weather, we should be able to last a long time off-grid. So that will make life a lot easier. And so I hope you guys are going to join us for the small town cross Canada tour. But I guess people who tuned in looking for the Sony TV should get their part right now. So hang in there. I'll be back in a minute, and we'll talk about Sony 80L. And from this point, Black Friday and all those Christmas sales and stuff is coming up. So probably a good idea if you're looking for a Sony to pay attention. Okay, so still no TV in front of you. And that's because if you don't have a Sony 80L or equivalent, or perhaps better, there's nothing I can show you. Because what's really special about that TV, and I really hate to call it a TV because I remember televisions as being this big chunk of glass and radiating energy and doing all kinds of weird things and coming in static. And the new TVs, not just the Sony L, but they're all absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to tell you my experiences with it, what I like, what I don't like, and throw in some prices perhaps, what you might expect this coming Black Friday and etc. But as I say, I'm not going to take you inside to see what it is. One reason is we're under construction. I'll show you that in a second. So this is going to be hard to do. As you can see, I'm in my work clothes. Today is a work day, but taking time for a little video to talk about the 80L and Black Friday is coming up and the work we're doing here. So this is Canada, and so I'm talking Canadian dollars, and I'm talking about over the past couple of months that I've found this TV and quite enjoyed it. It is a $5,000 TV, and I'm not sure who would pay $5,000 for it, although it's probably worthwhile. I paid $3,000, and I first saw it, it was $5,000 less $800. So, okay, I'll go for that. And then I got another price guarantee, and that brought it down considerably. And then at the end, just before the price guarantee expired, Best Buy had a one weekend sale, and it dropped another $1,000. So I got it for $3,000. It is now where I've seen it on sale for about, well, I'll put it up on the screen. Some ads are what the prices are currently today, and see what you think. But the screen itself is absolutely amazing. One of the big things that were bothering me about other televisions was the shading, the steps in the color. If you get a dark scene and stripes in it going from one color to the other, but not, it doesn't graduate very well. And in the Sony, I've not seen that. It is, no matter how dark or bright the scene is, and where it's, you don't get this graduation in stripes. And that really bothered me with the other one. You see it's maybe a tiny bit, but not so bad. The other thing that people talk about with an OLED TV is it's only good in a dark room. And the Monster has a viewing room that is pitch black, and the walls are all black. They're covered with black felt, and so it's perfect for that. But if you're in a brighter room, you could put it in different modes, and you can brighten it up. But I found that the standard one works very well, and if you put it into enhanced or brilliant or whatever they call it mode, it just doesn't look right. So Sony's got it. The other thing is if there's movement on the screen and you get that jittering, then they'll replace a black scene in behind between two of them, and so that cuts a lot of it out. I have actually seen a little bit of jitter, but really not noticeable. So we're good there, and the colors are absolutely incredible. I first saw an OLED at Best Buy. I just wandering by, and I saw the black against black background, and it's just amazing having watch TV and get that experience. And the blacks aren't like a black hole. They're black, but not that black. When I wandered past this one OLED, it just blew me away. So it had to be an OLED, and so I went on a search. I had a Samsung, and it was good, but not that good, and it wasn't not that much difference in price. Like I paid about $3,000 for the Samsung, and I paid $3,000 for the OLED, so I'm good. The remote, I love the Samsung remote. It's simple and it has nice buttons, nice placements. Yeah, that's it. It's just an incredible TV. It works where I set it, and if you tune in later, I just might clean the place up after the construction is passed in that area, and you can see it live. But as I said, you can't see how incredible picture you get off a television or a screen, or just not a television. It is something else, unless you actually have one and you see it and go look for it. But hey, if you can get it at a good price, you can get it around $3,000 or a little bit more, go for it. Yeah, you can afford it. It is just, Teresa and I will be back. We're planning the cross country. We're finishing the renovations, get that scaffolding down after we get the solars up. And if you like what you see, subscribe, please. That would be nice. A like would help, but only if you like it. If you like what we're doing, give me a like. And if you want to follow along and chase us across North America, north, south, east, west, then please join us. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Okay, thanks for sticking by. This is what I think is one of the most important aspects of this TV, sound. So down below is something called a transducer. When I was a kid, I found a transducer and I glued it to a piece of glass. I made a speaker. So this has been going on for a very long time. You can buy transducers which convert signals coming out of your sound system to a transducer, which is on a solid surface that will vibrate, and you have a speaker. So transducer basically a speaker without the cone. You can see this in commercial applications where a store window will have one or more transducers on it, and as you walk down the sidewalk, the glass actually speaks to you, or sound, or whatever. If you get a 65 or less inch Revia, it will have two transducers on it. And the advantage here is when there is dialogue, the dialogue comes from the screen where the people are, not off to the side of your right or left speaker or your center speaker. And this works. This works very well. If you get a 77 or an 85, they put three transducers in it. And that makes a big difference as well. The actor in a movie, and that's where the sound's coming from. And it works. It is amazing. It works very well. It's not new technology, but for Sony it is. The screen has very thin glass, so it can vibrate much easier, and especially on the high tones, the ability to vibrate at a higher frequency for the high tones makes it better for like a tweeter. And low tones, not so much. I am definitely going to add a woofer to the system, and that's all it needs. I had big speakers in here with the Samsung, and I made a pretty good sound thing, but I've ripped those out. I no longer have any speakers in this movie room of mine. The only sound I've got is coming out of the screen, from the screen of the TV, and for the small room it is ample. I can turn it up so that I can hear it outside, so there's no lack of volume, no lack of sound quality. I can, even at 100%, I can't make it overmodulate, so I don't get the weird sounds on it. I get crystal clear sound no matter what I do with it, and directional right where the voice is coming from. I can go up to the screen, I can hear this actor, and then it moves over to the other actor and I can hear that. So very, very impressed with the sound system and the sound that Sony offers on this quite amazing screen. And I don't know what else they can do to make it better, but we're right on the leading edge here. It's amazing. So with that, I'm going to cut this off, and I wish you happy Black Friday shopping, happy Christmas shopping, or with us in Canada, happy Boxing Day. See if you can get yourself a deal. As I said, I paid $3,000 for this one, and maybe you get a deal like that. Maybe you can do better. The other part is soundbar and sound. I will be adding a subwoofer